Easy, easy. Those clamps have the armor locked in place. Maybe there's a way to power up the mechanism, release the clamps. Only 2 more. Just 1 more. There we go, the last one. All powered up. Now to get the dials in position. There must be some kind of code. Did it. Let's have a look at that armor inside. All right, now let's see what we can do with this material.
lucky that the Nora was there to protect the Sun King. What on earth were the Vanguard doing?
It's always the one you least expect to cause you trouble.
It's not what I imagined when I was a boy, but it's decent work keeping the city safe.
Oh, crap. My mic was muted. Morning, Femi. I've been talking to myself quite literally. I don't know why my mic was muted. Do you not hear me now? My mic was muted. But you should hear me. Yeah. That's weird. Ah, there we go. That is just weird. I do have to change one setting. Hold on a second. I forgot to do. There we go. Yeah, I dropped my headset and I might have earlier, and I might have pressed the mute button by accident, picking it back up, so I've been talking to myself without realising. Typical me. But yeah, I got the shiny new armour. It's literally that shiny. I know, it's why I like it so much, and it is the best because it absorbs damage. What's the cable, sweetheart? Well. Thank you all for the coffee. Where am I going? Up. Up, up, up. And there he is. Hey, Alex.
Oh yeah, dude, that's awesome.
Morning.
I can chain attack with this.
Game's that? Oh, Assassin's Creed. Oh no, Alex. I can't gift you a sub, otherwise I would, but yeah. You have to be sub to get no ads, I'm afraid. I can't stop the ads completely. I've looked into it. The only way I can stop them completely is if there's people are subbed and I've got that ticked. So the only way you're not going to get ads is if you sub, I'm afraid. But yeah, it was the one we found out you could chain attack on Assassin's Creed.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse.
Yay.
They will attack
Coffee.
from the west with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them. God, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It's called Hades.
It was that one.
And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes, Send them to the spire.
Okay, Alex.
Aaron
Have a
knows
good
Aloy.
sleep.
He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge.
Thank
They
you
can
for
be
showing
seen
the
to
love.
protect the Meridian and the Elite, where the spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before.
Good night, Alex. Sleep
After
well.
everything that happened with Ursa,
I'll see you later.
I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Talk to Blameless Marat. Right, okay.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy.
Hello.
And do keep me appraised
I'll
of
talk
each
to
new
you.
arrival.
Talk to you.
Ah,
There we
Aloy.
go.
Preparations are underway on the ridge defenses and at the spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
That's my coffee gone.
And the spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
Okay, well, as I mocked everything up, I don't really have anything to do. Right. So, we can visit both defense sites, review preparations at the ridge and the spire before resting at the final final battle.
Let's have a chat. No, a colorful discussion.
Go, move out of my way, please. Thank you. Right, I guess that's where I can go and rest. I'm guessing. Yeah, so we don't want to do that yet. We'll go follow these.
The battle is about to start. Don't watch. Hide.
I don't know why I don't go there. Let's have a look. Oh god. What day is it? No. Just got a message I've got to read later. But I'm not doing it now.
Have you just polished that armor with it?
Of course.
Isn't that a little...
Aloy, I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry, I'll leave that to the other Nora at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy, when you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
King Avad sent spies to free Prince Itaman from the clutches of the Shadow Karja.
Thank you for the luck, Femi. Why does a spire have to be so far away? I've really got to unsubscribe from those. Nope. There should be an easier way to the spire, surely. Oh, wrong way. Up here. Sorry, I'll take a shortcut. Well, it's very high up, I'll give it that.
It rises taller than the highest tree.
These cart.
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called Anointed either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time. And we must fight a metal devil because the goddess says, or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I.
So who are these guys?
They call themselves the Eclipse. Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
Well, that's big. It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Well, where do they put the Vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit them like a hammer till they can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the Vanguard. We're here for Meridian. And we're here for you.
Thank you, Erend. Ursa would be proud.
Only if we win.
Right, okay. Oh, I didn't get them all at the ridge. Okay. So, go to the thing, we'll go there. I thought I spoke to everyone at the ridge. I only saw Jeb. Jed? Jeb. You know what, I'm really rubbish with names.
I'll do what I have to.
I do like destroying those. There is an achievement to get them all that's in the game, but nah.
How
Nice.
many men do you
Pretty
think you'll
gun.
kill in the battle, Luther?
As many as I have to.
I love it when you say things like that. It's so
What? Sun King
cheerful.
Alphonse spies safe these Edelmen from the Shadow Heart.
Elita, I'm pleased to see you, but what are you doing here?
I'm helping prepare for the battle. If a Thrall were here, we would have fought together. I know it. So I'm doing everything I can. Digging battlements, collecting herbs, anything that makes a difference. I can't take his place. Nothing can take his place. But I'm here for him, for both of us.
I understand what it was he saw in you.
He'll always be with me. Sun and shadow still meet for a moment, every dawn and dusk. I should give you this, to help in the battle. By the sun, I hope you don't need it.
Thank you, Elita. Be safe.
Always stay bright, always stay alert. That's what I...
Right, okay.
Huh. So you must be Aloy then. I thought there'd be more of you.
More Aloys?
Thicker, I suppose. More of a gear wheel, less of a helmet. Don't get me wrong, you're very well struck.
Do all Oseram flirt at the most inopportune times?
Inopportune? Battle hasn't even started yet. Petra Forge woman. I hail from the Free Heap. I'll be heading back in the next dust storm. Murad asked me to check over the city arsenal first. Cannons have aged well, but I've cleared their throats so they can really roar.
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it then.
I want to try one! Yay! Right. What am I aiming for? Oh, yay! Okay, that is powerful. Yep, boom. I want that cannon. But it won't let me keep it, so...
That's a nice spear, Uther.
No fair! I've got to rest before the final battle now. I wish I could keep it, Femi, but I can't. It won't let me. Right, okay, so... hopefully I'll get one during the final battle. Right, okay. It won't let me the minute I leave that circly area. It just makes me drop it. I tried. Oh, believe me, I tried. Oh, where's this? Oh, it's this way, is it? Excuse me, out the way, thank you.
Bowen's apartment feels empty. Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished?
Well, let's double check, shall we? We've done that. All we've got is the Frozen Wilds expansion, Weapons of the Lodge, which I never intended on doing. That's part of that, and I never intend on doing it. And tutorials. Why would I need to do tutorials? I got the weapons and I just experiment with them. But yeah, I think I've done everything. So, rest. Yay. See, rest before battle. No way back. I like how they say that. No way back. Yeah, I kind of get that. And, accept it, because I want to finish this. Get that expansion done, because I really want to play for Forbidden West. I can't wait. I haven't played it, so it'll be new to me, as well as anyone watching.
A weight like this pressing on you.
Unless, of course, you've seen Forbidden West streams, but I've avoided them.
After you lost your family.
Like the plague.
Silence? Are you there? Guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
22. Yeah.
Ma'am, there are signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun.
What a way to get woken up.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
That's not with smoke.
Then what is it?
The end.
Not good.
Or how it begins, anyway.
Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns! Now!
By the sun, do what she says!
Now they go scrambling.
All of you, be ready to fire! Will the guns hold them back?
We're about to find out.
Hey Lloyd, get a gun. Can I get a gun?
No! Rally the vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns!
He will cut you down!
Not this time!
Whee!
You have fixed me long enough.
Should have fought me in a sun ring then.
Why do you fight?
Impossible. I've chosen. This was not meant to be.
Tough.
You're done. Hades is next.
The buried shuttle will save me. I cannot. Ah!
I want that gun! No! I wanted that gun! Which is in the air, I might add. Yeah. I'm going back this way then. Oh, go to the ridge. Right, there is no fast travel in this final battle, as far as I'm aware. Hey, I get the gun. I get the gun. Yay! Yeah, I'm not allowed to leave the platform. Okay.
It's taking a shot at me.
Don't see anyone. Do now. Come on.
Chance to catch a breath and prepare.
Right, okay, just in case anyone comes. Not ready yet. Oh! Okay, now I'm ready. Damn it.
Gotta get to another platform.
Yeah, Stormbird, that's down.
Time to go.
Well. Oh no, give me the gun back. I want the gun back. Right, great timing on the hydrate. Thank you for the luck, Femi. Seriously, thank you for always being here.
Aloy! 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 My own mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they?
No, wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going. They marched on the spire, dragging that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Teb. I've gotta go.
We'll draw them. Now you face their true son, Shadow Demons.
Can't be too prepared.
Spire.
It's begun. Hades is transmitting.
dude. Run. Hey Liz, thank you for the follow. Thank you for coming in. Ew. Interesting. I don't remember this part of the game at all. So this is going to be interesting.
It must have gotten through the defenses. Nora. Baron's vanguard. I have to get up there.
Come on, go up. Thank you. It's a bit of a collision issue there.
Gotta keep going. Keep pushing. Knew this wouldn't be easy. So no holding back.
Nope, not that way. Up. Almost went the wrong way. Whoopsie.
Aloy! It's Aloy! Well, you can see that.
Fallen at the ridge.
No, the ridge fell already. Look, there isn't a lot of time left. I have to face Hades.
Not alone.
It's my fight. I can't ask you to come with me.
We were about to go over the top anyway, right? Right.
Hawk and Thrush, let's go.
I should stock up. Last chance.
Okay. Time for the final battle. Just about.
Arrival of Entity has been anticipated. Entity will not halt transmission. To contrary, calculations are precise. Presence of Entity has been accounted for.
Oh really? We shall see about that. Like, can I shoot it already? Oh, leave me alone.
That's it. My way's clear.
battle is ours.
Okay, that was easier than I thought. So let's see.
System
But then I do have it on storage.
I'm more than a threat.
Master Override armed. To activate, state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master Override activated. Purging extinction protocol.
Good timing, baby. I don't want stretching during a cutscene. Thank you for the stretch. You got some food. Well, it's only 10 AM, so I'll have food in a couple of hours. I never eat in the mornings. I need to eat in the morning, but I'm having trouble taking care of myself with that part. See, I can't eat breakfast. I'm just not hungry.
Okay, Gaia. Sorry about that.
You were telling a story.
Right. Yeah, so, like I was saying, it was a children's electronics kit, but I hacked the wiring to an auto battery and solar PV. So the grass caught fire. And, so did a tall pine that had stood there, I don't know, maybe 100 years.
Query. You were how old?
6. My mother was home, thank God, so she called the fire department, and after, she took me out to the lawn and showed me the dead baby birds, because there were nests in the pine tree.
Query. What did you feel?
I'm not sure. I remember yelling that I didn't care, and that's when my mother took my face in her hands and spoke.
Query. What did she say?
She said I had to care. She said, Elizabeth, being smart will count for nothing if you don't make the world better. You have to use your smarts to count for something. To serve life, not death.
I think she's found the original Elizabeth.
You often tell stories of your mother, but you are childless.
I never had time. Guess it was for the best.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, what would you have wished for him or her?
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious. and willful, unstoppable even. But with enough compassion to heal the world. Just a little bit. Anyway, that's all I've got for now, Gaia. Time to tuck in.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Thank you. I'll catch you tomorrow.
Oh, there's more. Or maybe not. It lets us carry on to do the expansion after the credits. But while these are running, I'm going to have a bathroom break and then decide whether we skip the credits or not. Right, back in a second. Right, that's the credits still rolling. Just put some covers on. Unfortunately, my hay fever makes me feel cold all the time, especially when it's bad. Right, there we go. Right, okay, so that's the main story done. We have the entire expansion of Frozen Wilds to do. I remember it doesn't take half as long as the actual game, thank God. But yes, we will get on and do that and then move on to the next game. And it's not giving me an option to skip, so better wait. I don't know how long the credits last for though, so I'm open to chatting or just watching. It might let me skip it once it goes on to the usual type of credits, you see. Right, okay, so I'm just checking what emails I got, and yeah, okay, I've got, yeah. Okay, I'll, ooh, 3 notifications. Right, yeah, so, this has been a fun game. I died a few times through my silliness, stupidity, and just plain wanting to explore, kind of jumping, but all in all, it hasn't taken forever in a day. Right, okay. Okay, I know what their messages went out. Quite frankly, I can ignore them. Anyway, I've got a topic to speak about. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Out next year. It's a follow-on from Fallen Order. For those that haven't seen it, I am not going to stream it because I have it on my YouTube channel fully. So it's 100% completed on my YouTube channel. So if you want to watch it, you can find it there. It's on my link tree. So in preparation for the new game next year, if you're going to watch me stream the new game, which I will stream it, I would suggest watching the playthrough I put on YouTube. That's back from when I did that last year, basically, before I started streaming. So it's just there. It's not. I have done a little bit of editing on it, which might make it more funny, but not a lot. But yeah, I won't stream the first one because I've already recorded the whole lot. But yeah, I saw the trailer for it last night and oh my god, I cannot wait. And apparently it also ties into the new Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series that's on Disney+. I watched the first 2 episodes and oh my god, I can't wait until Friday when the next one comes out. I'm not going to spoil it, but yeah. There's also rumour, well, I don't think it's rumour, I think it's actually been announced now that there is going to be a TV series based on Yoda. Yoda is getting his own TV series, much like Obi-Wan Kenobi. So, going to be looking forward to that as well. Yeah, hype. There is major hype for that. So yeah, I'll be watching them, and as soon as the new one comes out, I'll be pre-ordering it. The game, that is. But yeah, there's bound to be games in between then. But yeah, at which point I will add them to the redeem in the stream store, because basically the amount of redeems available will be the amount of games that's on the list, but I can only fit so many on, so because there's a character limit. But yeah, I've added. There's 5 games on there at the moment. I might, depending on what comes out in the next few months, and there is a lot. I might switch 1 or 2 of them games for the new ones. We don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh, come on. Credits. But yeah. What else? Oh, my birthday stream. It will be on the 14th of August. I will start at 12 noon-ish. I will aim for 12 noon anyway. And I will not finish until we see my birthday in. And I will stream until I drop, on my birthday's on the 15th. So I'll be streaming half of the 14th into my birthday itself. I'm not doing a subathon like some people do, but what I am going to do is I have put that I have a sub goal in place. I just want to unlock all the emotes and animated emotes at least. I also have the poster done. I will be posting that everywhere later on. I mean, I know it's 2 months yet, but I like to be organised. Really organised. But yeah. I can't wait till the new games come out. Like Starfield, that's coming out in November, isn't it? Or something. The poster looks fine. I don't have anything to add. That's great, Femi. I'm going to put it on my Twitch panels. I'm going to be putting it on my Twitter. Will you be on for long? Yes, Liz. I'll be streaming till about 12, 1 o'clock. So you've got about 2 hours. At least 2 hours anyway.
Oh, she Kobe.
I might be able to swing free. Going to be moving on to the expansion just as soon as these finish. This credits. We're just chatting new games coming out at the moment. But yeah. Starfield's coming out. I don't know whether to stream that or not. The new Fable, new Mass Effect, new Dragon Age won't be for a few years. But yeah, I've got so much to stream. I've got so much to play. I've got games that I don't intend to stream that are waiting for me to play. So, ooh, yeah, I can skip now. So, let's skip that. We do not want to watch all the credits. There we go. Because they will be on for about 20 to 30 minutes. Oh, thank you for the raid, Liz. Oh, welcome in, raiders. If you would be so kind, please refresh or remove whatever it says on that thing. We've just finished the main game.
Remember me?
We're just carrying on with the Frozen Wilds. And yeah, I'm Striker. I'm a variety streamer. I played various different games on the PlayStation 5, the Series X, and the Switch. At the moment, it's this. I have. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, I have loads of games on backlog. I'm working through them as fast as I can. But it's so slow going. Today we're on the PlayStation 5. Liz, I'm finally catching one of your. Oh, I know. I seem to miss yours as well. I do try and lurk a lot of streams, but you can only lurk in up to 5, otherwise they don't count apparently. So, but yeah. Congratulations on defeating Hades. Blah 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 blah. Just want to continue. Yay! Right, okay, so more skill points. I know. I only found out recently you can only lurk up to 5, otherwise your view don't count. So I'm like, no. Especially when there's like 15 plus WildFire members streaming at the same time. I have to pick and choose. I kind of just pick randomly. Right. Go to the Palace of the Sun. Ooh, okay. Let's go to the Palace of the Sun. We might as well run it because not so far. It's not so far. I guess this is to end the game officially. See, I played this game for the first time when it first came out. I can't remember when that was. So a lot of it I don't remember. And I have Forbidden West sitting on the shelf still unplayed. Did install it a couple of days ago ready because I am hoping to finish this game this week, including the Frozen Wilds. But yeah, Forbidden West is still not played. It's going to be first playthrough on stream.
Couldn't imagine living anywhere else.
Why is it so... seems so far away and yet...
But at least you did it to honor the men.
There we go. Let's talk to Sun King Avad. Alright.
What brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Keyless commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west with an army of ancient war
Oh,
machines.
so it brings it back to before the last mission.
They'll bring a mind with them, god, demon, machine.
Oh, I thought this was to end the quest. But it's to do it again.
It doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire.
I'll be lurking, but I'm so tired. I get it, Liz. I get it. No worries.
More than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy,
Right, okay.
allow me to... If we're to fight together on the
I'm
brink
going
of
to skip...
life
Right,
and
we've
death,
already been through this dialogue
I
today.
prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Basically, it's... I just want to carry on with the...
Even a king can learn his lesson.
They talk so slow. I read it already.
Good, then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
And that's the
I don't
end
know
of the
about
dialogue.
everything, but
So,
I'll tell you what I can.
right. Okay, so the Looming Shadow is what we just did. So, we're not going to do that. Into the frozen wilds. Right, over here we go. Now is the expansion. Thing is, it made sense to carry on and then do the expansion because the expansion didn't come out until like, I think it was about 3 months after the original release, or maybe a bit longer. I can't remember. I think it was about 6 months after release that I managed to even do the Frozen Wilds. Yeah. Do the Frozen Wilds. Then once all them are done, we'll save the game and we'll move on to Forbidden West. Whether we'll... I don't think we'll finish Frozen Wilds today, but possibly tomorrow. I can't remember how long it is. It's not a big area though, so... do that up here. Okay. Not up that... Oh, there it is.
What are you doing, Aloy? This path leads to the cut. The Banuk have nothing to offer besides useless mysticism. The Eclipse won't stand idle while you waste time playing in the snow. Return to your task.
Oh, shut up, Silence.
On me. I thought you had moved on.
Well, forgive me for still being concerned with the fate of the world.
I was thinking, Banuk shamans thread blue cables through their skin, right? Kind of like someone else we know, huh? So maybe the real reason you want me to stay clear of the Banuk is to stay clear of your past.
It's not the past that concerns me, Aloy. It's the future. Or possible lack thereof. Which is why you should stop prattling and get back to what matters.
Nah.
Touchy.
He is a bit touchy on the subject, isn't he? Oh, damn it. I was too close when I hit that. Up we go. Right. I'm just following the blue lights. Oh, I thought that was a... Ooh.
Okay, that's a welcome, I guess.
And we are entering the frozen wilds. Explore the cut.
You'll be warm enough up here, Nora? I've worked up a sweat from the climb.
And it is a bit of a climb.
Smoke rising from the mountain. How much time?
And I will stand with him.
Investigate the source of the smoke.
Must be something big going on. Most of the village is moving towards that smoke.
Quick save it, just in case.
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrin, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead. But not today.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost.
Thank you, Femi.
Kind of send out.
At least you wait to cutscenes. I do love that. Well, mostly. Okay. I really don't remember this at all.
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for, falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the demon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear!
Our blood is in your teeth, Oratok!
We are Banuk. Our enemies are prey.
Okay then.
The daemon. That frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice, for free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Aurea, spouting on about spirits and demons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. Gonna readvantage.
Ooh, let me up there. Let me up there.
Might have gone with her. Here's Big Oratok, gearing them up to do it all over again.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables on his skin, like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered, like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave, or they messed with him.
Conclave?
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Aurea's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
Okay.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice in a place like this.
Yeah. A land cold enough to crack teeth, filled with wild animals. You'd think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid. Well, believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
Okay.
And Aurea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Oratok and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believed her.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Aurea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Aurea's not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
Is Oratok a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Warwick chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Aurea came to town with their Warwick, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. Know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
Okay.
What are these
What's a Warwick?
Warwicks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something, and you might get a place. Some Wericks come and go. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Wericks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
I know, I'm confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Werick has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
Okay.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this steel-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Araya. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
I want to know more about this Damon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Araya. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rasps. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Well, now I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak can tell me more
Okay.
about Thunderstrom. Maybe worth a shot.
Let's see if there's any quests about. So. Yep, one directly ahead of me. Wrong way. Right. One over there. Oh, he's right there. Haha. I'm being blind again. Ooh. A blue merchant? Oh. So I need blue Gleam to get there. Right, okay. Well, I've got the best armor in the game. I don't need that. Or at least I've got what I think is the best armor in the game. Is that yellow or is it a hand? It's like an interact thing.
No, you seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood.
Yes. A sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Lelai, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, till it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
So Deep Din is a place and a musical instrument?
Yes. Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath a sonorous basin. A wondrous edifice the old ones used to carry music far and wide. During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Karja. I'm the drummer now, but our battles are few and far between. Mostly I play for the joy of it, or to remember my family. Of course, if the waters don't recede, what's the point of joy? Or remembering?
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand it. There was no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the
dam
river
broke,
was
maybe?
higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
A flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place?
I'm
I'll
gonna
have a
go
look
look.
if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask
For this
the river
expansion,
to
I'll
relent?
probably do everything at once. I'll just work my way up. Okay, so. I think that one's closer.
I do not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good. Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
Yes, please.
There are other Weraks in Song's Edge too?
Yes. The village has its own lie for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last, until the Karja seek war again.
Aurea knows about this Damon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not an Outlander's.
Well, he's
this
charming,
Damon you talked about.
to say
If
the
you are
least.
hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself. It has changed the machines, made them fiercer, stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
Did your Werak come from this place?
No, he rallied.
I think
most
he's
of
got
our
a stick
hunters
up his
from
arse.
Belfandor to face the threat of the demon. But I was born here and stayed to fight the Karja when others retreated into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remained with me, those who survived.
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge. You say too much.
Right.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Good. I prefer deeds to words.
Right.
The Oseram, with their ridiculous ideas of...
Right, so that's all the way up there. Waterlogged. So there's a new quest there.
How many great warriors have they ignored?
Okay, if I want to learn more about how this Damon affects the machines, I've got to find Aurea. To do that, I need to talk to her apprentice.
Outlander, wait a moment.
What do you
Weapon
want?
of yours, Outlander, that spear. I can see the blue light upon it.
This? It was made by an acquaintance of mine.
Ah, a shaman.
No. More of a tinker?
A tinker does not understand the spark in the metal, the song in the metal like this. But it could be improved upon, modified with the help of the old ones. Far north of here, there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past. Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal.
Okay. New errand. Ah, there it is. Right, okay, so. On we go.
Any news from the hunt?
The herd isn't roaming far from the camp.
Keep it together.
Then but I bet.
Make sure I'm not missing any quests. Nope.
Bergren said Aurea's apprentice went north of the river. Hopefully not too far.
Okay, I don't know what they are. They look like some sort of collectible, maybe? We'll see. I guess.
Naltuk?
Who are you? How did you find me?
Bergrand told me you'd be out here.
He's persistent. I've told that Osterom 1,000 times. I don't need to buy anything.
And I'm not selling. I just need to find Araya.
Well, you won't. She's gone where only shamans can tread. She seeks guidance from the voice in the blue light. That is her task. And the task she gave me is to observe the daemon's work. To stop it spreading, if I can. What can I do about these towers? In only a few weeks, they've sprouted throughout the cut. The daemon's energy pulses from them.
Destroy them?
The machines, even repairs them.
Aratok said this daemon was frenzying machines.
Look there. Those with the purple markings. They belong to the daemon. They're stronger, more dangerous.
I've seen something like this before. A corruption. But it wasn't from your daemon.
You have? Well, then you know more than I do. These towers, were they part of your corruption?
No. Those are new to me too.
Like I said, they empower the daemon's machines. They must be stopped.
Will you tell me where Araya went?
You ask a lot of questions.
Only when I'm not getting the answers I need?
There's but one voice Araya wants to hear right now, and it isn't yours. I'm sorry.
Alright. You want to stop the spread of the daemon's work? I know how to get started. With my bow and spear.
Outlander, wait. Won't you tell me your name?
Aloy.
Good. If you fall to the daemon's machines, at least I can properly recount your efforts to Araya.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. I won't fall. And when I'm done, you're gonna tell me where she is.
Right, okay, so... Oh, that's what it is. It's a control tower. Okay, then. You know what? I don't think I've got merchants on the... Right, oh, there's a special merchant there. Oh, that's not fair. I'm all the way up here already. Because I want to know where the collectibles are, and I think they sell the collectible maps. It's not far from that campsite, so let's see what that merchant is selling. I know there's collectibles, so it's got to have something to do with that. And if you know me, you'll know that I like to get all collectibles in the game. Maybe not all the data points, but all collectibles. So let's go to that. Oh, up there. Come on, get around the tent. Yeah, you weren't selling what I wanted, were you? I can't remember. Oh yes. Ah, I need... Right, badgers, goats. I need to kill some... Okay, so I need to kill... animals. To get the maps. Right, okay. We'll get a few of everything. I've got to actually leave the encampment, I think. Goat bone. No, I don't need a goose. Or maybe I do.
Tough, but I'm used to it.
You might as well. Rabbit. Gotcha.
Looks good.
Ooh. Badger, come here. Tamashlee.
This'll last.
Nope. Oh, corrupted machines. And no, we don't need a bat. I'm not sure what else we needed. So let's see if I've got enough to at least get a couple. So yeah. I absolutely totally forgot that you needed skins and everything to buy them. Oops. Badger bone, that would do. Goat bones. I need one more badger bone. So again, we'll actually walk it, try and get another badger bone. Is that the only... Animal figurines and pigments. So what's that third one? Animal figurines, pigments. Oh, blue gleams. Ah, nah, we don't need that. I'm not going to collect every single blue gleam. There is loads. So, we'll just get the collectibles, do the quests, and that is it. If I see blue gleams on my way, I'll get them, but don't really need them. sure what the pigments look like, to be fair. I really don't know what they look like. I presume. This, I don't know. Pigment. Oh, that's what it is. Right, okay, I now know what to look for.
Vibrant. It sticks to my hands.
Right, okay, so now we know what to look for on pigments. We shall head to that one. It's on the way up, technically. Oh, what are you? Nice. Just for the fun of it. Right, okie dokie. Oh, go up there. Thank you. Come on. And there we are. Right, I don't know why it does that. Right, okay, so... Oh, there's a camp behind me, so we'll just grab that. And head that way. That way. Right. Right, okay, getting closer. Almost there.
I might be able to destroy it. Or override it.
Ooh, it's taken my shield. Right, okay.
Gives them energy, repairs them.
Come on, hold to override. That's it.
Okay then, let's see if this thing can work for me. Nearby machines, but it can be overridden.
Nah, don't want to near that. Right, okay. Get up to the one that had so little faith in me.
Seems I can take care of the machines and towers, but Damon's next.
You claimed its power for yourself somehow. Perhaps Aurea should meet you after all. What she truly seeks is hope. After what I just saw, you could show her that. She's in retreat beyond those mountains, the ice rasps. You'll have to walk the shaman's path to get there. You'll know you've reached the end when you come to a shrine, a great machine covered in blue gleam. Shamans who complete the path take a piece of it as reward. If you make it that far, you should too. You'll have earned it.
You said something about blue gleam at the end of the shaman's path?
A crystal that builds on the bodies of machines in the oldest ice. We Banuk believe it's the stuff of the blue light, frozen as it escapes their shells. You might be more interested that merchants will trade well for it.
Okay.
Bergren told me you're Aurea's apprentice.
In her absence, I serve the chieftain and his werak as an advisor, a scout, a speaker for the blue light.
A lot of responsibilities.
I don't know if I can live up to Aurea's example.
Thank you for another hydrate, Ferry.
I owe her that much. She took a chance on me. An aspiring shaman from the edge of the world. No one else would.
Yeah.
Were you with Aurea when they attacked the mountain?
I wish I had been, even with all that happened. I'm no warrior, though, so she bid me wait. When Aurea and the chieftain returned, I saw them argue bitterly. I don't know what about exactly. Then she came to me, gave me my task, and left us.
How do I cross this shaman's path?
Go to the ice rasps. Then follow the markers through the ice caves and the waterfalls, and make the climb to the shrine. But be careful. The path is meant to be an ordeal, the final trial of a young shaman's training.
And I'll find Aurea at the end of it?
No. She goes further up, somewhere inside the mountain. If you see her, would you tell her, I have faith she will hear the voice again.
Okay then, so I have to go up the shaman's path. All the way up there. So what we'll do is, I'm gonna get that.
Nice rasps to find this shaman's path.
That way.
What did it take to knock one of those over? I built to last.
Okay, so that almost saw me then. I haven't got any. Right, let's see if I can shoot that for my way there. Yep. Now we need fire for these.
More than equipped to take you on.
Right, I've got to go. It's doggo walk time. Not sure how fast I'll be back. I'm streaming another hour at least, so yeah, hopefully we'll see you. There's no way up. Maybe there was a way up down here. Whoops. Sure is icy. Ah, there we go. One way up as requested. I'll just go down.
The last of the scavengers. Should scan the tunnel. See how deep the damage goes.
How do I climb that tunnel up here? I'm guessing. Nope.
Maybe my focus will see something.
No! I don't want to fall down. Supposed to jump, Aloy. Seriously. Okay.
I could forget what warmth feels like out here. Looks like the scavengers ripped out 3 major parts.
Right,
If I could bring them back, maybe I could even reactivate it. Get at what's inside its head.
Find this. Oh, right, okay. Find Miss Array, stabilize an actuator. Right, okay, so I can't climb it because I need the parts. Let's actually get the parts, I guess. Oops. Start with the first one. No wonder I couldn't climb up. I wasn't actually reading what I had to do. Right, that's all of them.
Guard seems intact. Tallnecks are built tough.
Right, found one of them. Shut up, you're being annoying. What's the matter, sweetheart? Okay, don't talk. Hang on a minute. Well, what just happened then?
Should give me the upper hand.
Oh, so that's what it does. Oh, and I just blew myself up. Okay, never mind. Let's move. Ah! I want to come back.
Be fascinating if they weren't looking for me.
Right, okay, next one. Your tablet, it is upstairs? Okay. Right. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to keep hold of that. Makes me move too slow and I'm not patient enough to put up with that. No way. Oh. No, I don't want you. But I do want you. Whoops.
They're angry.
They can be angry all they want. Oh, they're right above me. Wondered where they were.
Turning back.
Right, okay, where's the bleeding? Now's the actuator. Oh, it's down here. I missed that somehow. Oh no, he must have fell down. Right. Okay. Go back to Tornek now. Attach the Tornek stabilizer array and actuator. Right. Yo.
Well, that fits. Sure hope it works. Well, it's in better shape than it was. Okay, I'm right. I just need to get the power flowing through here. Anything wrong? At least no one's watching. That should wake you up. Easy. Right, it's never easy.
I guess I need to find a place to climb it now.
I'll need to find higher ground.
Wait. Over there.
I should be able to jump onto the tall neck from here.
Now I just gotta wait for the Tornek. Then after I've done that, I'll work my way up to there. Yep. Okay, so let's be patient while that comes all the way back round. Oh, I should have gone to the one over there really, but probably wouldn't have made it. So I don't know what its track is, that's the thing. Too far away to tell. I'm gonna top up on arrows. And bombs. There we go. Come on, what's taking so long? Which way does it go? Well, it goes all the way up there, I think. Oh, I hate being patient. It's coming back now. Come on, tall neck. There we go.
All right. Now I just have to reach its head.
And everything is now shown. Ooh, we even have a bandit camp. Nice. Right, okay, so we'll get that. We'll get that. We'll go. That's a blue gleam. So we'll just get them two. And then come back here and go up there. Although there is a way up to that one here. That one's on the ridge. So maybe that one will be the best one to get now. That way. Yeah, 'cause looking at it, follow the path up. Should take me up to here. So why does it have to be during the night? So dark. Well, I'm scared of the dark. It's more like I can't see. Right, okay. Now, pigment is up on the ridge. Up here.
Didn't get colors like this in the
Right, okay, so we don't need that anymore. We want to get them. So it is back down. I go. Oops. Why did I choose to go that way? I can go over there and rappel down. It's actually easier.
Breath is ice. Before I even breathe it.
I don't know what's after me, but I don't want to do it. Wait, is that a... Oh, it is. Right, okay, we get to do that too. Right, okay. Control post overridden. Right, so there is control post about. Totally forgot about them really. Because they haven't got a circle around them. And because they haven't got a circle around them. Ooh, my finger goes really... My camera doesn't do motion very well. There we go.
Huh. A figure of some strange animal.
No, I didn't want to read that. Ooh, another one. There's two. Right, okay. Let's override you. Right, while they are stunned. Let's try and get the second one. Damn it. Yeah. Oh, you. You know what? I'm gonna get some distance. Oh good, he hasn't quite seen me. Oh he has. Finally. I know I can probably make it easier on myself, but right, have I done that one? Yay! Now go and get that pigment. Don't think there's any more there. Oops, I forgot to mark it. No, I don't want fire kiln, I want medicine. Oh. Well, that was easy. Let's get rid of that. Any more?
I'll find a use for you.
Supply crate. Okay, it's got to be somewhere here. Pigment. That's the one I was after. We'll go and do that quest. Activate that quest. There we go. Right, I am quickly going to go to the bathroom. I won't be long. Hang on. So I can get everything out my way. Right. I'm back. What was that, sweetheart? Nanny? She knows. Right. What do I do with the controller? There we go. Right, okay, so let's go to do that quest. Oh, what's in the purple box?
Oh, this
nice.
is good.
Of course it's good, it's purple. Anything purple's good.
This must be the ruin Lala was talking about. Looked in. Floated too, like she said. Probably came from somewhere upriver.
They have to be snap moors, didn't they? Right, highlight the track. Oh, so it just comes back and forth. Go past me then. I'm going to set up traps for you. There we go.
No, wire's too short.
Oh, he knows where I am. Ouch. I don't know where any of their weaknesses are. There we go. That's got to be all of them.
Must be the entrance to the estate.
Follow the river upstream. I have. I'm right there.
These mountains must be the ice rasps. The shaman's path begins somewhere up above.
Oh right, so it changed when I nope. Follow the river upstream. I have. Oh, it's moving with me. Okay, fair enough. Come on. Get across.
There. That must be where the water's coming from. Looks like something the old ones built.
Right, okay, so animal figurine as well. Where is the animal figurine? Down there. Well,
Kind of animal. A keepsake of the old ones.
right, okay, so we can remove that marker. We've got to find a way inside.
Well, somebody wanted in. Nearly blew this entire ledge off just to get through the door.
Okay. Hey hey Lala. Good morning. I had to check it was still morning.
Flooding detected.
How you doing?
Evacuation recommended. Overflow basin compromised.
The overflow basin. Is that the den?
Right, let's get up. I really don't remember this at all.
Looks like a control center. What happened in here to start the water flowing? Intake tower malfunction. Drainage system offline. That's probably not good news. These wires must run to the power source.
Okay, so can't open any doors. Well, can we pry that one
Someone's
open?
been through here. Not long ago.
I'll find the source of the shouting in a minute.
Looks like most of the facility is underwater.
It's 12:34 a.m. for me here in Hawaii. Thank you for the follow yesterday. Want to say hi? Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome. I think it was Kiggy that told me to.
Another holographic interface.
Well,
There must be some pieces missing. Not getting in here without it.
I found you through Kiggy anyway.
With waters,
I think.
no way I'd be able to swim.
Find the source of shouting. Right, okay. Nope.
Alright, you're either here to
Nice, nice. That's nice of them to recommend. I'm
Alright.
very new to streaming
Imagine
gaming,
getting tired.
honestly. I'm not new to gaming, but I've only been streaming since last November, so I'm relatively new.
You
Depends
don't know
what
how
you
happy you just made me.
think new is, but yeah.
For a moment, I thought my fire was snuffed. The forge gone cold. But nope, nope. Not old Gildan.
I started as a lurker for my best friends, and then they slowly got me into co-op games. Yeah, Kiki was just, well, he got me into YouTubing, so recording and then editing for YouTube, and then he got me into streaming. He got me into co-op games like Dead by Daylight, Outriders. Well, I got him into Outriders. And yeah, so we play together a lot. Every Sunday, we do a co-stream.
I took one of those roundish.
But I wouldn't be streaming if it wasn't for Kiki.
No luck. So I had to go with that panel with the button. Even less luck. My gentle experimentation caused the chamber to flood.
A little.
The button again, perhaps a little too enthusiastically. Sparks and smoke. Now, obviously, I came here to investigate. My cautious footsteps may have contributed slightly to the collapse of a bridge. And when the bridge began to collapse,
So
I
in other words, he broke the building.
abandoned the cumbersome ringy what's it to the waves. By the time I thought to give up the
Nice.
endeavor,
I've
the
been
door
interested in
closed
saying
behind me.
these as you saw the bot mode.
And
I did.
thusly do we
I
come
did.
to the present moment.
Yeah.
You said something about an artifact?
Indeed. That storage room is
I've never been bot
brimming with
raided.
treasures from the old ones, but
I
one
must
in particular
admit.
caught my eye.
But I got Seri
An
bot to stop that. I think
looking
that's what they do.
glass. I've only seen one such device before. My old mom brought one back for me from wherever she'd gone to that time. I remember holding it, staring into its face, seeing myself and my mother.
I can't even fathom how many more bots
So
I would
my
have had to have
shoulder
deleted if I didn't have
One of
Seri
these
bot to
looking
fathom.
glasses.
Yeah, I've only just started using Seri bot, but that was because of
I'm
your
quite
posts.
Sure. I peered into that dim little chamber
Oh,
and there it
yeah.
was. I've wanted to find one for so
Was that
long.
straight on? Okay.
Yes, this time I'm sure I have.
Sorry, the kids are home, so it's half term
No, there's
at
no
the
way we're
moment,
getting
so
into that
they've got a
storage
week
room without
of
another
no
ring.
school.
It's part of the locking mechanism that controls the door.
You don't say. Well, that's fantastic news. Marvelous, even. You've got two hands. I've got two hands. Perfect. My savior, my salvation, and if you like, why wouldn't you? Of course you will. My accomplice. Together, that ring is as good as ours, and with it, the storage room and its spoils.
Didn't you say you dropped the ring in the water?
Well, I'll grant you that adds a heretofore undiscussed.
Nice, but
level
I'll be looking forward to
complexity
seeing you
to
and Kiki streams.
proceedings.
Yeah. This week I'm streaming more than usual, but that's because I don't have the school run to do. But yeah.
So you
I'm
found the
streaming
button
again
that
tomorrow
controls the flow of
afternoon.
water.
I'll be
Quite
streaming
by
again
accident.
Friday
And now you
and
broke
again
that
Also,
Sunday.
quite by accident.
The panel's the only way
Saturday
to
is
shut this
family
place
day,
down,
so
as far
I
as
don't
can
stream on
tell.
Saturdays.
This isn't gonna be easy.
That storage room is filled
Next week it will
top
go back to
bottom.
normal
Would you be surprised
Wednesday,
to find a
Friday,
parts you
Sunday
need in there?
streams.
I certainly
Because
wouldn't be.
Monday, I'm doing a degree at the moment and I need to get started on my next assignment. Because I'm
So,
doing my final
we need to
module now.
replace that ring and get
I
into the
graduate at
storage
the end of this year.
And I can fix the panel and shut this place down.
And I can finally wrap my fingers around that looking glass.
Okay, hold on. How are we gonna get that ring?
2 sets of hands, girl. 2 sets of hands. Behind us lie a pair
That's
of enormous
weird.
gates, but I believe the gates must be operated in tandem. Together, we can dry this place out.
If I'm not mistaken, it's 11 PM your
I guess
No,
we better.
it's 20 to 12 in the afternoon. So it's 11:40 AM at the moment. Yeah, time zones for me are a mystery. I just say it in my time and yeah. You're close, it's just the other way around. AM, not PM.
Up ahead,
Follow
girl.
Gildan.
See the valve?
Well,
Time to put our hands to use.
I'll take care of this one. There's another valve on the other side to lock the gate in place. Would you mind heading across and doing the honor?
That's what I'm doing.
You know, I'm reminded of a tale by Untitled Chapter.
Of course, he never shuts up even now. Don't remember this at all, so I'm just following Marcus, I guess. There we go. Nothing in there. Ooh, it's out this way.
You don't suppose that's what they... Marvelous! You made it! Now grab that valve and give it a spin. On it. A little more now.
Usually, if anything, it's just yelling at my friend to go to sleep, so I get it mixed up. Yeah.
Should be able to lower the gate.
Right you are. Now, when I get this gate down, you'll need to turn the valve again. Ought to lock this thing in place.
Okay, get it down then. There we go.
One gate down.
Halfway through then, aren't we? To the second gate.
Okay. If you would just get a move on. I'll just jump down.
Is a rare and special thing, girl.
Or you can just do what I did.
Where you need to go and no further.
Or you could just jump.
I'd wager the valves for the second sluice gate are somewhere above us. How are we gonna get up there?
Let me look around, see what I can find. Looks like I could jump across on that rickety resting platform. Right now.
Okay. Do I jump across to there? Yep.
Jump. Nice. What am I saying? That was stupendous. Never seen such absolute disregard for personal safety.
Thanks, I think.
Oh, you're close, girl. Just spring across the gap.
Oh, great.
Ah, you're right above me. Just send that ladder on down.
Do I have to?
Look out below.
Now we've done this once before. Should be as easy as falling down a hole. If you take the valve on the other side.
Let's set up the same way on this side. I should look for an access tunnel.
Yep. Go through. Yeah, I'm not going to jump down this long ladder, mind. Not that. Which way am I supposed to go? Wish I knew.
Okay, Gildan, turn
Right.
the valve.
It's not working! Damn thing's too heavy. Glance behind me, would you? See anything big and, broken?
Look for counterweight. Yep. So, what now? Emergency ladder release, valve. Right, okay, maybe I'll go up there. Nope. Okay, we do not go down there. I cannot remember this. Look for counterweight. Oh, maybe I do jump up there.
Looks like part of the counterweight broke off. If I can get up there, my weight might be enough to get it moving again.
Hang on, okay? I've got a plan.
I need to get up higher. Then climb up that wreckage. That's pretty much what I do now.
Aha!
Jump straight to the counterweight from here. And I could climb higher, but above it.
Higher it is. Ha ha!
Going down.
Almost low enough to jump.
You can make it! Let's see another one of those mad leaps!
Got it. We're good to go.
Okay.
You were a sight to see. Bounding.
Once I figured that out, that wasn't too bad.
Still a bit of water, but low enough, wouldn't you say? Now, where's that ring?
Good question.
Recover the emitter, kill the snap maw.
Snap maw! It's a snap maw! Very, very big snap maw!
I see it, Gildan.
Very big, very, very big!
Just stay out of the way.
Get out the way.
Forge, forgive me. What if that snap maw swallowed that ring we're after? Just gobbled it right up.
We'll find out after I've killed it.
Whoa, no, 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 I wasn't supposed to go down, I was supposed to just... Whoops. Oh! Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Okay, thank you. I'm not streaming that much longer anyway. It's nearly lunchtime, so I'll have to go back then to feed the girls. And then the partner's going to work, so...
Tell me when it's dead, would you?
It's dead.
Oh,
Marvelous.
put me down. Yes.
Ring. Maybe if you pry its jaws open and reach inside, I can't look.
You were right. This thing did swallow the ring.
That's the old Gildan intuition in action. It's never led me astray. Sure, its chosen routes can be a bit circuitous, but never mind. To the storage room. To the spoils. Ooh, what's in here? More old world
We
treasures,
drained enough
perhaps?
water for what
This
we need
place
to
is
do,
full of surprises.
I wonder if
we
I
have
can
a look?
empty out the whole dam.
Right, okay, so gotta keep going up. Oh, if he moves, maybe I can get up, thank you.
I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait! Almost there. Soon I'll hold the looking glass in my hand.
Thank you. Not sure what we're having yet. Don't know what we got. So I'll go shopping in next week, I think. Come on, move out of my way. I'm gonna open the door.
The lock position.
Right, give me a clue.
Helpful.
Counterclockwise, and that one stays up, down.
What are you doing with your hands there, girl?
Up and right. Hang on. Left, up, down, up, right. There we go.
I can't believe that worked. I thought you'd lost your mind, tickling the empty air like that.
Right, okay. Any more? Nope, not in there.
Where did it go?
It's in here.
Okay, let's fix the panel and shut this place down. Gilden? Everything okay?
I was so sure I saw it. The looking glass. I was so sure.
He's holding
there
an
in the
alarm
window.
clock.
Of course. Trick of the light. Nothing at all.
I'm sorry, Gilden. It must have meant a lot to you.
Oh. Much as any artifact of the old ones would mean to me, really. It's fine. I'm fine. Besides, what are the spoils compared to the delve? That's why we do it, girl. The delve, not the treasure. And what a delve it was! Ugh. By the great blazing forge, I'll never forget that. Now then, I believe we have some repairs to make.
Yep. Replace the power cell. Okay, she's gonna let him do the honors.
Oh, that's a whole lot prettier, isn't it? What does it mean?
Means it worked.
By the forge. You are a wonder! Do you hear that often? I'll hazard a guess you do.
I've heard something like that once or twice.
Oh, she's modest now. A master of the arts of the old ones, a delver to shame the entire claim, and she wants to be modest. Ha!
It's not like I did it alone, Gilden.
No. No, I suppose not.
So what's next for you? On your way back to the claim?
And deprive the people of Song's Edge the story of this encounter? Perish the thought! I'll stay there a while longer. But a story is best told by all who encountered it. Come and lend a hand, won't you?
Overflow basin empty. Interior accessible. Minimal flood damage.
Right, okay, so oh,
We all take a
let's
look.
go to the basin.
Water's there. And going by that sound, I think Lala's already at the door.
Okay, so go to the overflow basin. Ah, right. Okay. Well, I'm not going to have time to carry on much longer, mostly because I don't know how long the next quest takes. I actually have lunch to sort out and kids to keep occupied. So, I'm going to save it here. What I'll do is I'll save it there. Thank you, Lala. I will be streaming again tomorrow, starting at 1 p.m. UK time. Maybe. I might start this time tomorrow, so 12 noon. But it depends, because my girls are going to my dad's overnight, and I have to drop them off, get back, have lunch set up. So it depends how long all that takes. We're dropping them off at 11 a.m, so an hour before now. So it might take an hour, it might take 2. I don't know. So I'm saying 1 o'clock, but it could be earlier. Did it save properly? I just want to make sure. No. It's a good job I've checked. Save the damn game. Sometimes it doesn't save it, so I like to check. Level 52. Yeah, that's the one. But yeah, I will be back tomorrow. Same game. I'm going to try and finish this. I don't know how long this expansion takes. It might take until Friday stream. Don't know. But I sure as hell I'm going to try to finish it tomorrow. I don't know how long I'll stream tomorrow. Probably a bit longer than usual because being the kids won't be here. So you never know. I might finish it. I'm going to see who I can raid out to. Raid. I'm going to raid out to a fellow Team WildFire member. She'll be streaming for quite a while, I reckon. She normally does. I've just got to get the page up. There we go. And if you want to, you can put this raid message in if you can. I don't know. I think you have to be a sub to use the emotes, or you can make your own. That's fine. So I will see everyone tomorrow. Thank you for coming, and I appreciate it.